Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles. I'm back to set 6 of the Sudokétudes series. I make these puzzles because I think I've gone through this. I make these puzzles because I'm just trying to explore how different constraints work, and I kind of want to sort of explore the meat of the constraints and understand more about how they interact with classic Sudoku. And this is how it kind of works for me. I've gone through a bit of a journey with my exploration with how given digits work and how classic Sudoku works and everything. And I'm really enjoying this series, and I hope you are as well. Of course, I release all of these series as PDFs, which are available below. I sometimes will release the Sudoku sets before, sometimes after. It kind of depends on my mood and whether I remember or not. But the videos are the things where most of the solves come from. But you can generally check out the Sudoku archive below, and there will also be a link to this puzzle below, which is a Thermo puzzle. So, and of course, the link to this puzzle is where you can try this for yourself. Let's go through the rules and let's try the puzzle. Again, this is another one. A lot of these puzzles I created months and months ago. I often will create a bunch of these puzzles. These are like puzzles numbered in the, I think set 6, a lot of these are puzzles like numbered in the sort of 80 range, and I've created over 200 of these now. So things are a little weird. So let's have a look at ThermLogo. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then thermos, digits on these grey thermos must increase as you move from the bulb towards the tip. So even though these could be the same digit by Sudoku, this must be higher than this. But as we move along these, the digits must always go up. They're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, is there anything that is screaming at me by Sudoku? Not obviously. So I actually am someone who doesn't mind pencil marking thermos, and I can see that this one is possibly going to be a bit restricted by this 4 and this 8. So let's actually pencil mark this, because this digit does have a maximum of 9. And the way I actually quite like pencil marking thermos is I pencil mark the maximums and then I go in, fill in the minimums, because this one has a maximum of 7 because it can't be an 8. This one has a maximum of 5. Right, this is forced because this has a maximum of 5 because it can't be a 6. So this is a maximum of 7. This is a maximum of 5 because it has to be lower than 7 and can't be 6. And this has to be lower than 5, can't be 4. So this immediately becomes 3, 2, 1. Right, didn't remember that, but yeah, this was the place to look because of all of these. So this is only 4 or 5, and it can't be a 4. So this is a 5, this is a 6 or a 7, and this is a 7, 8, or 9. Okay, that was way more forced than I thought. But this is now a triple. It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6, 8, and 9. And there's no 6 here. So there is a 6 in one of those two. Okay. So let's do the same here. Maximum 9, maximum 7 for the same reason. This can't be a 6. So this is a maximum 5. This is also 3, 2, and 1. This one could have, this one can't be a 5. Maximum 7, this can't be 6 or 5. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, this one is 5, 6, or 7, and this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. I think. Yeah, that seems to be the case. But what I'm asking myself now is, where is 1, 2, and 3 in this column? Because this can't be a 1, 2, or 3, because I need 3 digits lower than it. These can't be 1, 2, or 3, so this are the only places for the 1, 2, and 3 in the column. That one can't be the 3, and that one can't be the 2. Okay, that's cool. So this is a triple as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 1, 8, and 9, and the 1 says this isn't the 1, so we put a 1 in the middle of the grid. This is an 8, 9 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 has to go in one of those. 7 has to go in one of those. So 7 is in one of those two. I could have got that from those and that. Okay, so that pencil mark isn't particularly novel. So now I suppose I'm asking which of these is most restricted. I can't put 7 on this thermo, because 7, 8, 9 Would make, oh no, that would make that 6, 7. That could work. Maybe I do want to pencil mark one of these. Let's have a look at this triple. These are 5, 8, and 9. And there must be a 5 in one of those. So 4 and 6 are in here. So 4 is in one of those two. No, I think I do want to pencil mark one of these, but I'm not sure which. Unlike these ones, none of these are particularly calling out at me. Although both of these have bulbs that can't be 1. This one has a bulb that can't be a 1 or a 2. So let's look at this one. Maximum 9, maximum 8, can't be a 7. So this is a maximum 6, maximum 5, maximum 4. No, this can't be a 4. So this is maximum 3, and it can't be 1 or 2. So this is 3. This is then 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9. And it can't be a 7. So this is only an 8, 9. Okay. 3 is in one of those two. I'm wondering whether I've got a restriction on high digits here. Well, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because 1, 2... Oh, no. I got this central column wrong. Let me roll back. I don't think I've used that, though. So I'm actually going to roll forward. That 1, 2, 3 deduction was wrong, but I don't think any other deduction I made here is affected by it. But this 1, 2, 3 deduction is completely wrong because there's a 2 there. So that's completely wrong. 3 is definitely in one of those, but the 2 completely invalidates what I was talking about earlier. Told you I don't remember these. But I was wondering about these. 2 is in one of those. 3 is in one of those. Let's do this. Maximum 9, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5. So this is 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is way less restricted. Now this can't be 4. So 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, and 8 or 9 only, giving us an 8, 9 pair in that column. But this is a 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 1 in any of those. 3 is down here. 4 is in one of those two because I can't put 4 in any of those, which puts 4 in one of those two. Okay. Where are those digits in this box? Those digits can't be in the row and they can't be on the thermo. So they're in here somewhere. Same here. Where are those digits in this box? They can't... Oh, that one could go there. But they're in those cells. One and 2 have to go in this column. Seven is not in any of those. 7 is in one of those two by Sudoku, because I can't put 7 here because this would go 7, 8. Yeah, I can't put 7 here because of that 7. So 7's not in any of those, and it can't be this far down the thermo. So 7 is in one of those two, taking 7 out of there and 7 out of there. So that is now a 6, 8, 9 triple. So this can't be a 6. That's a 6, 8, 9 triple. And put 7 in one of these two. Eight is down here. If this is an 8, actually, if this is an 8, might be more restricted. I think it's got to be this 8, 9. Because if this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. Because if this is 8, this becomes 9 and this becomes 8. So if that's 8, and that's 8. Then this becomes 9. This would be 6, 7. Because if this is 6, this is 7, this is 7. No, I'm not seeing it. Ooh, it's a little mean. Oh, there's roping going on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 5, 7, 5, 7. There is a 5 in. Yeah, I've actually got the roping already marked. This is a 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's not a 7 because this is a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. So the 7 must be in one of those two. That's not a 7, but that's not a 7. That's a 7. So this isn't a 6. That's an 8, 9 pair. That's a 6, meaning that's a 5 and that's a 4. Meaning that's not a 4. That's a 4. That's really okay. But that means that's the 7. That's not the 7. That's an 8, 9 pair, making that the 6, making that the 5, meaning this isn't 5 or 6. And this has to be lower than 4, which means it's a 2. Oh, the 3 made that 4, which means that's not the 4, that's the 4. That was there ages ago. Oh, well. Sometimes BremSter makes boo-boos. There's a 3 in one of those, not there, so that's a 3. So these are 1, 2, 3, and 5. Well, there's no 5 there, so 5, and there's no 5 there. This is the 5, and these are the 1, 2, 3. This can't be the 3, and there can't be a 2 there or a 1 there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these, where's the 5 in this column? Can't be there, can't be there. That's the 5. This is a 2 or a 3, and the 3 makes that the 2 and that the 3, which makes that the 1, that the 2, which means these are 1 and 4. The 4 says that's not the 4, that's the 4, that's the 1. 1, 2, this is the 3. Yeah, okay, this had way better flow than I gave it because I missed the deductions around this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 9. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 6 in one of those two as well. So where's the 6 in this column? It has to be in one of those two, and it can't be there. That's the 6. So this column is missing 1, 2, and 9. So this is the 1, 2, because I can't put the 9 here, and this becomes the 9, which means this is the 8, and this is the 9, meaning this is the 8, and this is the 9, which means this is the 8, this is the 9, taking the 9 out of there and taking the 8 out of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 6 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 5, 7, and 9. There's no 7 there. There's no 5 there. 6 in this column can't be in either of those or any of those. It's in one of those, but the 6 is not there. That's the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 5 and 7, and the 5 makes that the 7 and that the 5. The 5 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 5. The 9 looks up, making that the 6 and that the 9. The 6 looks down, making that the 8 and that the 6. The 7 looks down, saying that's not the 7, so that's the 7. These are 1 and 8. The 8 looks across, making that the 1 and that the 8. In this row, I haven't placed a 1 or a 5, and the 5 is looking down, making that the 1 and that the 5. This box is missing the 2, 3, and 4. The 4 is saying no 4 there. The 3 is making that the 2, because that's the 3 and the 4. The 4 is looking down, making that the 3 and that the 4. This column is missing at 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 and 9, and the 9 makes that the 7, which makes that the 9, which makes that the 5, which makes that the 7. The 2 makes this the 1 and this the 2. These are 1, 8, and 9. The 1 and the 8 makes that the 9, taking the 9 out of those. The 1 looks up, making that the 8 and that the 1. The 8 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 8. The 6 looks down, making this the 9 and this the 6. And that is the solution to... That seemed to change. That is the solution to ThermLogo. And as you can see, I I originally get these tested. So just a little bit of backstory on how this works. The way I will do them is I will set these. I've got a puzzle name that I use for testing everything, which is just it's not quite a random string of digits, but it is basically a testing puzzle name I use. And then I test them under those, and then I will publish them to a testing sheet I have, and they'll stay on the testing sheet until they've under that testing name, kind of with a slight variation, but normally under that testing name until one of my testers at least has looked at them. And then I will recreate the puzzle with its final name, and then I'll keep it on the testing sheet. And often it'll get picked up by another tester later, and those are the test solves you see. So sometimes it'll come through that it's not been solved before because it's only had a couple of tests. These puzzles normally are pretty easy, and they're okay with only a couple of tests, and sometimes they'll get extra tests by extra people. It's just in the back end the way that this series works. But that one was a lot of fun. I would have done better if I'd actually done the proper elimination on this Thermo. I enjoy this. I really enjoy coming back to puzzles that I created and seeing what I did when I explored it. I get a double exploration. 2 for the price of 1. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series, and as always, good luck with your solving.